Lake Forest podcast is supported by viewers, listeners, and businesses just like you. Michelle Parno has lived and worked in Lake Forest for over 2 decades. Michelle's lending experience, when combined with her real estate expertise, makes her an invaluable asset to her clients as they navigate their home buying or selling process. Call Michelle now at 847-528-8721, 847-528-8721. For the best cannabis in the world, look no further than Iliad Epic Grow. Owned by Lake Bluff's own Rich Ruzich, they are a cannabis cultivation center focusing on hard-to-find small batch products that will delight both the occasional user and ganjier. When visiting Michigan, ask for it by name. Epic Products, exceptional process. For more information, email info@iliadgrow.com. Laracy & Company CPAs, founded in 2010 by Lake Forest's own Brian Laracy, specializes in tax preparation and bookkeeping services. Earning the People Love Us on Yelp award, their process is straightforward. Just upload, review, and file. For a free quote, visit LaracyCPA.com now. That's LARISEYCPA.com. I'm excited to share with you something special from our Lake Forest community, the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa, located at 775 North Bank Lane in Lake Forest near Wisconsin Avenue. This just isn't any spa. They offer an amazing blend of traditional spa services plus the added benefit of medical procedures and treatments. In a relaxing and luxurious spa environment, you can enjoy a range of cosmetic and aesthetic treatments. These are all performed under the supervision of top medical professionals. The Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa provides skin care, facial rejuvenation, body contouring, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and much more. What's great is that each treatment is tailored not just to enhance your appearance, but also to address specific skin concerns and to promote overall well-being. So if you're looking to pamper yourself and take your beauty routine to the next level, give the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa a call at 224-768-8028 or visit them at their location on North Bank Lane. It's an experience your skin will thank you for. We'd also like to say we're thankful for our Patreon supporters, Otto, John C., Helen, Herrick, JM, and Paul G. Mr. Urso.
What's happening? How we doing?
Welcome to the House of Facts. What's the latest, boys?
I got some new things, Joe. Stay quiet for a little bit. I got hot winds, so that's
what?
A big deal. Do you know what that is, Pete?
No, I don't.
Let me show you.
Thank you.
So Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, all these places, they're opted out of, video terminals like VTs they're called. But we are allowed to get Illinois Lottery, right? So check this out. Huh?
Oh.
And then right behind me. So it's not Keno. Can't say Kenos. They're called Hot Winds, but it's
Hot Winds.
Hot Winds. It's not Keno. It's not Keno.
That's right, Inspector.
So, anyways, every 4 minutes there's a drawing. It's been pretty fun. So everyone at the bar's been playing it. You got to be 18. You grab your tickets and sit around and watch it. It's been a fun thing. So it's kind of cool. Every 4 minutes, every day. So it's cool. I mean, I wish, gaming is kind of a touchy subject around here, but
not in Walkegan.
No, you know what? It's and that's
I just came from there. Every other place is a slots.
I get it. But you know what? If you go to the south suburbs, like Orland Park, Tinley Park, blah blah blah, you go to Western Lake County, you go to Lake Zurich, you go these are nice communities. You go out there. Bars have them. Now you're not going to find them at you're not going to find them at steakhouses. You're not going to find them at the Lake Colonials of the world. But like bars have them. People like them. A lot of towns make bars, build private rooms for them. And you know what they do, Pete? They fund things. So maybe one day it'll happen and maybe the fireman pension all gets solved because all the money from the VGTs gets funded and pays for all this crazy dollars. Can we make $11 million for the city? I don't know. But, that's the idea. So, but anyways, it's kind of cool. People, I think people's gaming tolerance is very different now than it was 20 years ago. Sportsbook is everywhere. I was at the Hawks game last night. I must have saw 100 DraftKings and what's the big blue one they got over there? Man, I forget, at the UC. I go there. They don't have their license up. You can't gamble there, but like
my gambling's on Wall Street.
It's built like Circa. But that's part of like sports bars now, right? It's the sports book. Everyone's got this thing on their apps. Um, everyone's playing a little. I don't know. It's a different culture now than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I think it was like kind of frowned upon and it was like this underground secret gross thing. But now it's everywhere. So
But
the
that's
city
not
of
gaming.
Chicago,
That's
yeah.
lotto.
Well, Lotto's growing too. Lotto's smartly instead of just playing Powerball and Mega Millions, they wanted to get in on the action and like everyone wants to play every day and it's $1.
I wish I had somebody in the know who could advise me on all these different products.
Personally, I'm your best outlet for that. So any questions, ask away. I'm pretty well versed in it. But that's
So,
cool. I think everything bars and restaurants are changing. High-end restaurants will never do these things in sports bars and stuff. One, it keeps bars alive. I mean, it brings revenue in for them. Two, it's what customers want. And what sucks is people sometimes don't go to bars and restaurants locally. They go to other places where they could do those things. So it's just how it goes.
all right, good.
Yeah. So
Any,
that's my plug. That's my plug. The city gets to keep 5% on the VGTs if they ever do it not any city. I'm not talking about Lake Forest. Lake Forest is Lake Forest. It's not going to happen in Lake Forest. It's very unlikely.
if another small business would like to partake, is there a process? Is it different than the
We talk about
slot
hot wins
machine?
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
you call Illinois Lottery. It's an 800 number. You could Google it.
Anybody know the number?
Yeah, here you have Google, Pete.
Come on, Joe. You can't even say the number.
Joe, who's Joe? I don't even know this Joe guy.
God,
Joe's
what does
not
this
allowed to talk.
podcast
Joe,
come
stay
to?
quiet. Joe, you're not allowed to speak. I'm speaking.
You know
So
why there's no chiropractors in this town? Because
there's
nobody's
not
got a
some.
freaking spine. That's why.
Oh my
Some of
God.
us follow the rules, Pete.
All
Yeah, but
right.
there's a lot of chefs, and you just stir that pot all day.
What
You know what
what
I
pot?
mean?
It's like
Look at it, Pete. We're gonna Chef Pete just cooking. He's
all
cooking
right.
in his kitchen.
Okay. City
Come
council
on.
meeting. Northwestern showed up, gave a shout out to our firefighters, paramedics.
Well, they're training them, and that's good. I think that's a very good thing that they're doing a lot of training, and I think the new fire station will facilitate a lot more training opportunities for them. So there's no question we have a top-notch fire department here.
It was kind of interesting timing how that all came up. I'm stirring the
There's
pot.
no such thing as coincidences, Pete.
Can I make an observation without
No one's saying we have a bad fire department, Pete. No one is saying that. We
did
have
I
an
ever say
excellent
that?
fire
Hold on.
department.
Start with me. Did I ever say that?
No, but you're
Or
saying it's
what? No, hold on.
curious that
What?
the
What?
hospital brought it up. Well, of course the hospital's going to say we have an outstanding fire department because we do, and they
But
are
they
good
did a whole
fire.
presentation on showed the numbers and all that
Well, I mean, the
right
fire
before a
department.
union. Wait, hold on. Am I just fishing or it's like
Yes, you are
incredible
just
timing?
fishing.
Okay.
Yes, you are just fishing.
All
Your
right.
your 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 TDS is showing again. But the the whole presentation was about
Mom,
the
Dad.
facility being built. And I think it's going to be a wonderful facility. I'm very excited
I,
that the emergency room
I
capacity
was
is
going to say, are
going
they
to.
expanding the emergency rooms?
Yes,
I
yes, they
hope so.
are, and that
Because
is long overdue.
both people that could go to the emergency room now have told me that it's great when it fills up. But I mean, there's what, 2 beds in there? I mean, I'm just kidding.
It does fill up. Now, another issue
Did they
that
do that on
needs.
purpose though? I heard the rumor was, I mean, I don't know if this is true. Did they do that on purpose when they built it? That way their
You're
times
stirring the
were
pot,
slower.
Jeff.
That way they
Stop
got
it.
like a federal grant or something. I don't
No,
know.
I think
Crazy stuff.
well, it's a good question, and here's what I think. My take on what
Yeah,
happened
bring it
was
on.
is that a lot of people are now coming to Lake Forest Hospital from Waukegan and North Chicago because that hospital at one point was decertified and has a very bad reputation.
What does
Um,
decertified mean? Like
they
who?
were decertified as a trauma.
Oh, like a level 1 trauma, but that's
Yeah, so
Heindel.
ambulances couldn't take, so they had ambulances had to go to either Lake Forest Hospital or to Condell Hospital out in Libertyville
Yeah, yeah.
um, to do that. So, that is something that I think that's a conversation that we as a county need to have. I mean, we certainly welcome anybody into Lake Forest, but if there's an area that is it's kind of like the cell towers, Pete, if you could use that as a comparison, where you have one tower, you have an area that doesn't have towers, it then taxes all the other towers. Well, we've got that happening because there
Wait, aren't
really
these
isn't a
private
good
businesses
hospital.
though, Joe? Isn't I mean
They
Northwestern?
are, and that's why I hope maybe Northwestern or Endeavor or Condell looks at maybe buying that hospital in Waukegan because
Yeah, but that's I mean it's just a business though. It's you can't.
it is, but it affects the community here. Trust me. You see, I have been in the Lake Forest Hospital emergency room when my daughter got hurt in a sports injury. And quite honestly, no one else in that emergency room that evening was from Lake Forest. I could tell that I was pretty confident of making that statement. And the wait was very long. And so I think,
I don't
you
know.
know, the staff is excellent. The facilities are excellent. I'm glad to see they're expanding the emergency room facilities and all the facilities there. That's terrific that we're a leader in healthcare.
Private business though. I mean that's
I agree, it's private business, but is it though affected? I think part of the private business though is affected by some of the insurance regulations in this state and in this country.
yeah, but I'm saying
So
you can't deny or apply service based on where someone
no,
lives.
of course not. Of course, no
All right.
one's suggesting that.
No, no,
I'm
no, no.
saying
I didn't.
that,
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying that out loud. You can't, right? So
right,
that so
of
but
course,
so it's a private business. Everyone's money's green. They're going to take everyone's
sure.
money.
Well, they're taking all insurance companies' money is basically,
Like
and
like
and
Bluff
in
doesn't
many
have a,
cases, it's the government,
but
it's
every town there's a
Medicaid,
lot of towns without a hospital. Vernon Hills doesn't have a hospital. Lake Bluff doesn't
right?
have a hospital. Go down the list. I mean, there's
But
three.
Waukegan is a very, very large city and
They have two
unfortunately
hospitals.
has a lot of emergency situations.
But they don't have
I
And
don't think
trauma.
Waukegan has a lot more emergency situations per capita than Lake Forest or Lake Bluff. I mean, if you're trying to say like what violent situations, I mean that
Waukegan's a large city. Waukegan has a much greater population than Lake
well,
Forest.
that's what I'm, but they have two hospitals, so they have twice as
So
much.
what I'm saying, there is a healthcare issue nationally, and I think there's some issues with the state of how they regulate insurance that is causing a lot of people to go to emergency rooms who don't need to go to emergency rooms because it's their only source of coverage. So I
Sure,
think there
I,
needs
I
to
I've
be a
been a
look
big
at it.
proponent. Like, I mean, how does Stroger Hospital work in Cook County?
Not very well.
No, but it's a county hospital, correct?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and it's free if you go, right?
I've never gone there, so I can't answer that.
But I
If
don't
you get
think
a
Lake
gunshot, that's where you want to go.
I don't
Serious.
I don't think Lake County, and I don't think that I've heard that statement too. I don't think that's
I'm
true.
just saying, look, I think the presentation is wonderful. What they're doing at the hospital is absolutely wonderful. They've got a terrific staff. And I'm glad to see the emergency room capacity being addressed. Like I said, I think there's some greater issues that are not Lake Forest centric, but affect all of us. And that is, I think there's some the affordable, I call it the Unaffordable Care Act, as President Obama calls it. As President Trump calls it. President Obama, of course, didn't call it that. But um, I think there's some tweaks they need to make in some of the healthcare stuff that they did because I think a lot of people are going to emergency rooms that don't need to go to emergency rooms, and that's
Yeah, but
clogging
I
up
mean,
the
honestly,
emergency
Joe,
rooms for
though,
people that really need it.
yeah, but what's their other option?
Well, the other option is to give a shout out to the acute care that's on 43 Waukegan Road
But
there.
they
Those guys,
charge money. That's the difference, Pete. That's what Joe's asserting is
I'm
you can't
what
go
I'm
to.
trying to do is give a shout out to
Oh, my bad. No, I'm saying what's the option for those
if you
for
don't got money, your option is just go to an ER. They'll take care of you wherever.
exactly. That's so I agree 100% what Pete just said. So
And
that
if you don't want to spend the $3,000 or whatever to go to a ER, we have great acute care in this town on Waukegan Road, right by the only bad thing about that place, you know what it is, Jeff and Joe, is cell service is a little weak over there. So
which one? What the one in Lake Bluff or Lake Forest? Where
no,
you
Lake Forest on
on Everett
43.
Road, 43 in Everett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have maybe Wi-Fi in the building that you could tap
No,
No,
in?
but it's
cell phones don't work in Westlake Forest. Everyone knows that.
they don't. But
No, they don't.
People say I'm so negative. I'm trying to throw some positive light to some good places
I'm
and
sure. I'm
alternatives.
sure the acute care center does a wonderful job.
You know, there's, I don't know, there's,
My point is, you got ER, you can wait to get an appointment with your doctor, and if you're going to want one from Lake Forest, there's a year waiting list at least. If they don't retire and they put you on another year waiting list, but I'm just letting you know at a reasonable price, the acute care, you got an earache, your kid's got an earache or whatever, and you don't want to
yeah,
wait in
yeah.
that ER, you go over there and you pay
I
up
don't,
and you
my
do it.
insurance, it's like $30 to go to acute care, but it's like you said, 150 to go to
Yeah.
the doctor. So it's cheaper.
So I think one of the things in the presentation, back to the council meeting, they did talk about they are bringing more different specialties to Lake Forest, because one of the raps against Lake Forest Hospital over the years has been that if you got into a more serious situation, they'd ship you downtown to Northwestern Memorial downtown, and people didn't want to go downtown, so then they'd rather go to a hospital on the North Shore like Highland Park or Glenbrook, or Condell. So I think that's a step in the right direction there, that they're expanding what is available in Lake Forest, so people don't have to necessarily go downtown for medical care, downtown Chicago.
I, yeah, I don't know. I have
So
no
why'd the hospital speak up? Because Jason
They
Wicca
just gave
had
it, no, because every meeting they feature some
yeah,
community organization and they gave an
manager
update.
comments, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
just that's the sole reason they wanted to update everyone on the progress of the hospital. The exterior is complete. All these buildings, anybody that's been driving by there sees all the buildings have been built. Now they're working on the insides of the buildings, and I think some of the stuff is going to open next year, based on the
I
presentation.
thought it was all
So
parking lots.
no, there's facilities too. There's parking. Yes, there's a parking garage they built. But that's done. I think the parking garage was the first thing they finished. That's the easy part. Building a healthcare facility is a lot more complicated than building a parking garage. So they're working on it, and 2026, looking forward to that stuff opening and having more opportunities for better healthcare for everyone.
And then our taxes are going up, what, $165 over $1 million home? That was the other thing that came up to pay for the police.
Pay for everything the city does. The police station debt is part of that, but there it's what we are still, even with that increase that was within the self-imposed tax cap, we are still within we still are the lowest taxed municipality on the North Shore or anywhere in Lake County.
I wonder if there's reasons for that other than triple. Let me ask you a question here.
because the infrastructure was built 150 years ago. That's why. I
Yeah,
mean,
so they're going to have to do some water main replacement.
yeah.
That's key. I think we learned that a few weeks ago with the water main break on
They
Westleigh.
talk about that
So
in the
that,
meeting too. They're
yeah, they
talking
did.
about
They did. They had a good
what's the
conversation about it.
location?
Waukegan and Westleigh across the
That's
street from
campus.
or across the street from West Campus, the football field. That intersection, first of all, needs to get redone. But while they're redoing it, they're going to take a look at the water main situation, and it sounds to me like they'll have to replace the water mains, but they're going to assess it. There's some new like infrared technology or something that
We're
the
paying like
engineer was.
60 grand or some I don't know what the number is, but they're sending somebody out to stick a sensor in to see, if the pipe is corroded or
Well,
not.
it's a little more complex than just some regular sensor you get at Home Depot, but
I'm not
um,
selling them for a living. So, but they have,
so I mean,
so
look, we saw what happened. We have an older
can you just
infrastructure in this
verify
city.
what I heard at the meeting to see if it's right or not? So they're going to use a sensor to see if the pipe is corroded. And if it's not that bad, they're going to try to put some type of liner in the water main to give it more life. Did you guys
That's one of
catch
the
that?
options they talked about. They talked about also putting like a bypass off to the side in the grassy area. There's a few options they can look at. So again, you have to balance the infrastructure needs with um, holding the line on the budget. So this is how you do that. This is how they've been able to keep the lowest tax rate in the area
So 55
because
grand for that test. And I guess the water mains are like 1949. I got in my notes here.
Yeah, they're in the 1940s.
Okay. And then the
But
tax
but Pete, there's water mains elsewhere in the 1920s that so far have held up very well. So it's not as easy as to
I'm
say,
not
oh,
saying
let's
it's a
replace
positive or
the old
negative
water
thing.
mains.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out that this is what they brought
sure.
up. And then the tax levy is up to 4.5%. So we $165. So is that 4.5%? Is that good, bad, or it just is what it is?
Well, if like I said, if we still are the lowest in the area, so and the area being both the county and the North Shore. So I think they're still doing it right. I mean, the state does put in a lot of mandates on local government. So that's always a pressure point. Pensions are something you need to keep an eye on as well. But they manage expenses pretty well here, and we get good services, whether it's police, fire, public works, very good services here. So I
So it is
think
what it
all in
is.
all, yeah. I mean, look, it's a good bargain to live here compared to look. My taxes are lower here than they were in Glenview. No one believes me when I say that I have lower taxes in Lake Forest than Glenview, but I do.
I, and then now I didn't want to bury the lead. Let's talk leaf blowers. Are you a leaf blower kind of guy or so?
Well, I mean, I got a guy, but I'm in Norwood, so we can use our gas powered leaf blower all day, every day.
And so you can in Lake Forest, but not on certain days or
Yeah,
certain
I
well.
think they're gas powered leaf blowers are banned in Lake Bluff, from my understanding. And then
Ooh.
is Lake Forest going that route? Is that what?
No, they're not banning them. What they've done is they have changed the hours that landscaping can be done, and that the hours are more restricted for
You got
commercial
weekdays, you got to stop at
landscaping.
you have to stop at 7 p.m. on the weekdays. It used to be 7:30. Saturdays 9 to 5, it was 8 to 5:30. And Sundays and holidays banned completely.
For commercial landscapers. If you're doing your own yard, you can still do it on a Sunday. So let's make
Sure.
that distinction very
There are a lot
clear.
of people in Middle Fork cutting their own grass over there, Joe.
Um, if there are, I haven't seen. I know one. I know one in middle. I know one. It's the former alderman. I've seen him cutting his
Yeah, he's
grass.
got that John Deere out, just straight. Got the six pack on the side, pounding the beers,
My former
staying away from
former
the old lady
alderman.
for a few hours. And
I've seen him out there cutting his grass. So some people do.
yeah,
I'm
Are
not
you
one of
sure it's like can you use a leaf blower at like 5 in the morning?
no.
So what's the time limit on that then if it's
The
not?
time limit is the same as the regular landscaping hours.
Okay, that's what okay.
So yeah, so the leaf blowing is it's kind of a distraction of an issue, and but the regulations cover all types of landscaping. It's not just leaf blowers. It's lawn mowers, all that stuff. And I
or
think
your Harley
we'll
in your driveway.
well, that's always been the question I've had with
RV.
any of these noise ordinances is
Uh-huh.
what's the difference between certain things and certain things? That said, look, I
So I
think
start my truck early to piss off my neighbors sometimes. I'll admit it.
that's why you live in Knollwood.
Yeah, yeah. I'll put the auto start on because I just sometimes she pisses me off. So I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna just
You
run.
you ever burn coal for the bicyclists?
So
Doesn't me.
let's see how it goes. I mean, I'm the only concern I would have with banning the commercial landscaping on Sundays completely is if it rains all week and these guys need to catch up on lawns, do they use Sunday as a
What's
catch
the
up?
significance of why on a Sunday it's a weekend people are off?
People are off,
If
and
the
it gives
alderman in Middle
people
Fork wants to rock out his John Deere
he
and drive
can.
back, leave the guy alone.
It's a push mower.
He's pushing in Middle Fork.
Yes, he's
I don't
pushing.
believe that. We're gonna have to see some video evidence. There is no way.
I'll go.
What do you want? You
I've
on
seen
two
him
acres?
several times because I have to
So are you
drive
on
by
two
his
acres?
house every time I come home.
I thought the
You're on,
townhomes had their own HOA and
no,
their
he's
own.
got to be Joe. Hold on.
The HOA has no regulations on
Are
landscaping
you?
besides the city.
I don't believe someone's pushing on 2 acres. There's no way.
He doesn't have.
What do you want? You're on
Not as
over an
big as
acre.
you.
You're an acre and a half for the 2 acres.
I,
Stop.
This is how he stays in good shape, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
There's no way.
I've seen him out there. What can I tell you, Jeff? I've seen him out there doing
Does
it.
he shovel his driveway too?
That I don't know. I have not seen.
What's
I've not
the
driven
rule
one.
on snow blowers on the driveways then?
None. There's no regulation.
So you
on it.
could start the snow blower at 2 a.m.
Well, because here's why,
I'm
and
just
this was a
asking,
good,
man.
Just
I'm
saying.
because
asking.
this came up at a previous meeting, and here's the reason.
Yeah.
Lawn care can be done in a certain time frame, but if you let the snow accumulate too long and don't get to it right away, it might freeze up and turn to ice and get really difficult to remove. So that's why they don't have an hourly restriction on snow removal. So we'll see how it goes.
This
I
is
mean,
what
like I said, I
call
have mixed
overthinking
feelings
a
on
problem.
this. What's that?
This is overthinking a problem. Just don't be an a-hole and mow your grass at 5 a.m. and shut up.
Well,
You know?
unfortunately, we have to have regulations.
There's so many definitions of a-holes out there that
So we'll see how this is
classifications.
all up to a resident to report it. So they're not, I don't think the city is
There
going to be
there
driving
are
around
some
looking.
there are plenty of hall monitors out there, so don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
If
There's
you
also-
use
Like I
a
said,
lawnmower at 7:29, you will be caught.
Now I know there's some HOAs, not mine, but I know there's some other HOAs that require the landscaping to be done on a certain day of the week so that there's not landscaping going on every day of the week in the neighborhood. But that's not a city regulation.
Also, if you get 3 leaves on your porch, doesn't mean you have to whip on your whole outfit and go out there and blow the damn thing off. There's some people.
The whole idea that the gas powered leaf blowers are bad for the environment is nonsense because there are so many other things using gasoline. And and that's why the city didn't touch it. That's why the city didn't do what Lake Bluff did.
We had a guy when we were putting speed humps in Norwood, Joe. There's this guy. He came to the meeting saying, well, speed humps are bad for the environment because you have to slow down and then speed up, and that uses more gas. So he did like a whole thing on this. I'm dead serious. And you kind of look at sometimes you're like, bro, have you ever been in rush hour traffic? Like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
I mean, look, Pete drives the electric vehicle.
Why you dox me? Why you dox me, Joe Weiss?
You dox yourself with the damn banner on the side of the door.
Trying to get people to watch.
I get people calling me. I get people telling me, I saw Pete driving down my street.
Well, one thing we can do to save out some gas too. One thing I will say Lake Bluff does really, really well. Not Norwood, Lake Bluff. Ready? You guys ready?
Go.
They have a commercial garbage contract, right? So there's one carrier for everybody in town, right? So instead of LRS, Scroot, Waste Management, whoever else coming through with all these trucks, just burning fuels into the air on different days of the week, causing noise pollution, they have one carrier and they do a contract. You know what that also does? It lowers the business cost by like 70%. So I was paying Groot when I had like Lake Bluff Donatis. We were paying like $600 a month. And then the next thing I know my bill went down to $150 because the city negotiated for the whole thing. Less traffic, less gas, less noise. You heard it here first on the podcast. Coming soon.
That and video gaming terminals. Get that.
Hey, listen, I'll take my wins where I can get them. If I can save money on garbage, I'll take that.
I have no skin in the game by the way, I have no skin in the game on the VGT, so I can talk about that.
Talk about VGT then. Bring it on. Because listen,
there is no evidence of VGTs causing extra crime in a community. So,
right. I mean,
as a taxpayer,
what's a VGT?
Video gaming terminal.
Oh, the 6 slots.
Yeah, but you know what though? So I
think a third.
He's got him at Brodsky's, which is now open at 9 a.m.
Brodsky's is open at 9 a.m. Listen, you should have like a place like
what a Lake Forest place.
They do private rooms. They do you got to have a private room. But trust me, at Brodsky's, do you know most our players? You guess where they're from? They're not from Norwood.
Yeah. So, where are they from?
It's just like Costco. Why you throw away this easy revenue.
Easy revenue, easy
And
money.
every time I go to Costco, I see tons of Lake Forest stickers in the parking lot, including mine.
Why are you so negative on that issue, Joe Weiss?
I'm just saying, this is easy revenue for the city, and it's been proven that this does not cause any crime or anything, and you do it in a controlled environment. There are all sorts of regulations by the Illinois Gaming Board.
Well, no, not only that,
I think it's a win-win for
home
the
rule
city
can create their own
and the
rules. They
businesses.
could say existing liquor licenses. They could say only if you're open to this. They
Are
could
you
say
kidding me? It's
And you have to be 18.
I don't want to get
there's
too political
three
here,
places
but
in
it's
town. There's 3 places in town that would have them if they ever passed it.
gambling revenue can't get you out of bad government.
No, but it can lower your taxes a little bit, and it has in other
No, it
communities.
could, you know what it could do? It could pay for
The
fire.
bad government, you're paying more taxes for bad government than you're getting in from good gaming revenue.
What you talking about, Lake Bluff?
I'm just
Well,
saying
I
in
don't-
general with these 6 slot machines.
Well,
I don't
look,
wanna-
it depends. It depends on what the community chooses to do with the revenue. Some communities choose to spend it on new things, which I think is wrong. But other communities have put the VGT revenue as a specific source to lower their property taxes, which is what I think would be a good idea, personally.
Weed, gambling, all the advice stuff. Look, live your
It's
own
happening
life.
anyways. You might as well tax it and regulate it.
Live your own life, but it doesn't buy your way out of bad government is my point.
No, look, like I said, Pritzker has taken all the gaming revenue that he created with the sports betting and the expansion of VGTs and basically spent it. He didn't give a dime back to us in terms of lower taxes. Now, there's other states that have actually taken their sports betting revenue and lowered their taxes with, okay? Red states have done that. So, and like I said, there's cities that have taken VGT revenue and used it to lower their property taxes. So, but that elected officials can choose to do what they want with that revenue. That's a separate conversation. Then,
Is there any
whether
other
or not
revenue
you
streams
allow
that are out there that they're going to try to unlock to help us get out of all these deficits?
Well, there's some bad ones I don't like. I mean,
City doesn't have a deficit, Pete.
yeah, the city does good. I mean, so for instance,
I'm not
like,
Jesus Christ, guys. I'm not.
no, but I'm saying
Everything that I'm talking about isn't
I know. Mom,
slamming
Dad,
like
relax.
Forrest. I'm
The
just talking.
state needs some common sense revenue streams, and but more importantly, the state needs to just control its spending better.
But I get it. So they're going to go to the low hanging fruit. What is the low hanging fruit? I'm not saying anybody
Lake Bluff
agrees
does a
with it, Jeff.
1%. Lake Bluff does a 1% restaurant tax. Lake Forest does not have that, which I'm very grateful for. That's great. So it costs you for the same exact item. It's 1% higher in Lake Bluff than it is in Lake Forest. So that's true.
Is there an amusement tax in Lake Forest? Not that there's a lot of amusement going on, but in this,
The tax would be on our show. We're the
no,
biggest
but
source
like
of
in
amusement
Chicago,
in this town.
no,
But
but
be
in
on the
Chicago,
BGTs. It'd be on
when
the
you
BGTs.
take indoor revenue, that's amusement revenue. At least it was in the city, and it was
Yeah, but
different.
what for-profit door revenue is happening in Lake Forest?
Jeff,
Most of it's like
I don't
charitable.
charge a cover, man. DJ nights are always free. Come on down.
Oh, never mind. We'll edit that out.
I mean, you have like shows at the Citadel, but that's a public non-for-profit.
No, well, we talked about, I don't know if we want to go here, Jeff, unless you want to read the transcripts again, but we got this library place in town. It could be.
Oh yeah, we can talk about the library. So
because my point is,
what about it?
my point is, back in the day, you had entertainment tax and you had, beer, liquor, wine tax. And if you would do a heavy cover charge at the door, you would pay less on an amusement tax, and you make the drinks $1. People will see what I'm saying. You pay less.
But yeah, but they don't do that. You pay a membership and their drinks are expensive. I mean, not expensive.
No, you pay a cover $25 all you can drink. Is that
that's illegal? That's illegal in Illinois.
happy hour? I thought you could do happy hours now.
Happy hour is legal. You could do 15 hours of discounted drinks per week up until 10 p.m. But there is no such thing as all you can drink unless it's included with a food package. So if you get a wedding, you can say, food and beverage.
Beer, bands, burgers, $25.
Right. So that's
So the question is that entertainment or food and liquor? I don't want anybody to get audited here. I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't think. Listen, I don't think anyone's getting audited. No one does it. I mean, I don't know of a lot of places that even have cover charges unless it's a music venue. So unless you're going to a music venue, I don't see cover charges at bars.
I had to pay a cover charge in Libertyville to see Pete's band.
Well, you went to Mickey Finn's then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Mickey Finn's. Mickey Finn's charges a cover because they're like a music venue, and Brian closes down at like 10:30, 11. He's got more money than he knows what to do with, so he doesn't even care. He's like,
I guess I'm trying to get into that new place, a library. If you're paying a subscription, what kind of revenue is it? But I digress. Because we are known for our fact checking on this show, so we brought it up last week and then we got corrected. Was there any corrections that we need to bring up about? Number one, we didn't know it was called the library.
You did not. So it's called the library. It's on Bank Lane. You pay a subscription and then you still pay for your drinks, but that's no difference than Winter Club. I pay monthly dues and then I still got to go buy my beers over there. Owencia, Knollwood, they all do the same. So all the clubs, you're paying a fee to be part of it. And then you still got to buy your drinks. The drinks aren't free.
Is the library going to sue, saying the public library going to sue, saying you're using our name?
Oh, I don't think so.
No, they want that dome. Is that dome working?
But hopefully some kid doesn't go to the library and show up there.
Maybe they'll have a promotion a promotion to help raise, like for friends of the library.
Does the bartender called the librarian?
They should have all those banned books right at the front door when they come in.
They'll probably have more people than the library.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the library. I feel like it's so crazy. It's so close. It's actually a cool little place. Like I go there maybe once every few years by accident.
Talking about the public library.
Yeah, it's nice. It's cool. I mean, it
is
nice right after a morning rain.
It's nice, but I think with all this is a national conversation about libraries. Is with all of the online stuff, is it as
we're talking about a speakeasy library? Nobody cares about
the speakeasy. Yeah, speakeasy.
We're having like 10 different convos, but like that kind of library that you're talking about, yes, it's necessary because it's environment and you're preserving culture and history. So I think they should never get rid of regular libraries. Back to drinking establishments. Yeah, where were you going with, Pete?
We brought up there was a speakeasy in town. We didn't know the name. People were giving me crap that it's not a speakeasy. It is, and we didn't have the name.
Remember, it's a private club you pay for, and then you buy drinks. I mean, who cares? That's great. We're plugging it. So hopefully they get more members.
Maybe they want to come on and plug it some more. Come on the show.
Yeah. If they wanted it to be a secret, they wouldn't put it on commercial space in downtown Lake Forest. They would rent some little back of a warehouse to the whatever like breweries do or something. But no, they want people to know about it.
Or they do it in people's basements like they do in Chicago.
Well, no one we do garages, but sure, I guess basements. That works.
Shout out to Ed and the Lantern. Was at Friendsgiving the other day. Saw everybody there. They give their regards. I brought my brisket. Wasn't my finest contribution, but you do it.
Just you being there, I'm sure, was just like a special treat for
you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But we're talking about brisket and recipes. We got Thanksgiving coming up. You guys got any special family recipes that maybe we could clue people in while they're preparing for Thanksgiving next week? Because Lori Fitzgerald sent me a little something. I'll put it in the show description. A nice little Brussels sprout recipe. It's a nice side, when you roast them and, garlic. And
you can get a Brussels sprout salad now at Duffers, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I copied that from Kettle One Club at Blackhawk Stadium because we were so obsessed with it. So last year we got it every time we went down there. We're like, let's just put this on the menu at Duffers so we could eat it all we want.
The Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprout salad. It's like shaved Brussels sprouts, a little goat cheese, bacon, sliced apples. Really good, Pete.
I just gas.
No, it's a different.
The youngins can eat it.
No, it's good, man. You'll like it.
All right.
But I was at Kettle One yesterday. It's not the same.
Yeah. No, but I like Lori's recipe. I like the roasted black. That's
I
something different on Thanksgiving. But
I stay out of my wife's way. That's my trick on Thanksgiving. I try to hide until I'm told to sit down.
does
I'm
she
going to give a
bring?
shout out for the Eloa Farm Thanksgiving dinner that you can buy
Is it still
from Eloa
75
Farm.
bucks? Or they?
I don't know the cost offhand.
Oh, come on, look it
My
up.
my wife handles that, so but
Trump
you know
says there's
what?
no inflation.
It's well worth it's well worth the meal is absolutely delicious. We had it last year. The
Why
just
don't you cook
everything
your
was
own
just
turkey? Come on. You want me to cook one for you, Joe?
no,
I'll take
no,
a
no.
bite
We have
first.
a few people coming over this year, actually, some folks, but the other we're a small family. We don't. I'm an only child. My wife's an only child, so we don't have a lot of big family gatherings. So
Do you got a
we got to.
recipe at all? Do you got anything you can make?
No, I'm not allowed to make food. The
Okay.
FDA banned me from making any food.
Jeff, you got married. I would imagine you'd have some Eastern European stuff
Yeah,
being.
well, my wife's Polish, but she's a great cook. She cooks really good Italian. But then my sister, she married a guy from Malaysia. He's Chinese Malay. So
Dish it.
our holidays are just totally blended. It's like a cultural fusion. It's great. So we get Asian food, we get Eastern European food, and then of course, they cook Italian for me. So I got like it's just insane. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just good. So
Jeshe Wode Mingpian.
what's that?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, I don't obviously speak any.
And you're closed on Thanksgiving Day, right? Your place is
Yeah,
closed
yeah,
on
yeah. We're
Thanksgiving.
closed on
Got it.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, and 4th of July.
I'll just have to watch the football games in my living room.
I know, it's tough. So like we'll do like Christmas Eve. I bartend for our staff, and we have staff parties, and then we'll on holidays. I'm always at the bar with our secret regulars and our staff.
What's the go-to recipe, Jeff? If you got to make something, don't tell me wings.
No, at home, you mean?
Yeah, Thanksgiving. We're
Bro, I don't remember last time I made anything at home. To tell you the truth,
come on, nah,
I can
geez.
make you a sandwich. I mean, maybe if I know where like the knife is and which drawer, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
All right, never mind. So I deep
How
fry.
about you, Pete? What's your are you going to have FryFest this year on Black
Oh,
Friday?
yes,
I'll
fry
grill. I
fest.
mean, oh, I could grill. I mean, I guess the recipe is like one bag of Kingsford charcoal, a little bit of
Well,
letter.
fry fest is when you use all the discarded grease from the festivities on Thanksgiving. So I got 5 gallons of oil, and I gotta use it up, and we do all different types of things. But before I get to that, to cook a turkey, 3 minutes a pound, 3.5 minutes a pound, that's 20-pound turkey in an hour. That's genius. I mean, that's microwave cooking right there. You just cannot go wrong.
Oh, with the
So,
deep fryer?
yeah, the deep fryer. Yeah, I wouldn't put a frozen one in there. We would definitely te test the Lake Forest Fire Department.
I was just about to say the same thing.
What?
Sorry,
Yeah, go.
I said, how did I know that was coming? Yeah, well, I was waiting for a fire department joke.
But no, 3 minutes a pound. I mean, come on, and it's and no safety bird either. It's really become a great thing. But the stuff that you do the day after, the fried Snickers, the elephant ears, the Uncrustables.
My
Uh,
kids loved it. They were disappointed you didn't do
no, it
it
was
last year.
crap. They came, they were in and out in like 2 minutes. I think they got a grease-filled peanut butter and
Well,
jelly
you had to
sandwich.
catch a plane, that's why. So, but this year we'll go. So if you're having it,
All the chillins will be in town.
yeah, they'll be here, both of them.
So what I'm looking for is what interesting things can I deep fry? I've pretty much I'm really out of
What can't
ideas.
you deep fry?
Yeah, I've seen Snickers bars deep fried, ice cream deep fried, pizza deep fried. What are you looking? Sushi gets deep fried. I go
Diff,
get when I
di-
go
so,
get what can't you deep fry?
Something different. I do a lot of fish, do a lot of chicken. That grease is something at the end. no better tater tot than
Like a Monte Cristo. I mean, what are you looking for?
oh,
You can
Monte Cristo. That's old school. That's Bennigan's old school. That would be
you
Joe
can fry
Weiss.
anything, Pete. Anything can be fried. It's
But
gross. It's not healthy.
I'm looking for ideas though from our
That's
viewers.
why we have to expand the Lake Forest Hospital.
Yeah.
Hey, City, you got that scanner for that pipe?
The scan beats harder. You're like Chris Farley in the Super. He's having a heart attack.
Those aren't pillows. All right, so that's basically a lead balloon on the recipes. Good thing you have a restaurant there, Jeff. You don't do anything like seasonal at your places for Thanksgiving? No, nothing.
I mean, we do seasonal.
Whatever
Like,
Cisco gives you.
no, we don't order from Cisco. God, that stuff's nasty. We do St. Patty's seasonal. We'll do some other summer seasonal, but we don't do Thanksgiving. We're not that type
I
of.
saw one of your fine when you were walking over to the machine earlier. I saw one of your fine employees putting up Christmas
Mandy.
lights.
Yeah, she's making the place festive. Look at that.
There. Oh,
No, we
that's
switched.
great.
We switched to LED. So we used to do like Halloween colors and then St. Pat. So now we got LEDs. We got a remote. So now we can just change the colors in here, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
So more efficient, boys. Love our efficiencies.
Okay, so I'm looking for ideas for FryFest. I get nothing from you guys. The only recipe I got is a deep fried turkey and Brussels sprouts and Iowa Farms. We don't know how much that thing is. I bet you it's over 100 this year. You think it's over 100 this year?
It should be. I mean, a full Thanksgiving dinner should be over.
it's the freshest turkey you will ever taste. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh,
It
come
is
on.
absolutely delicious.
Yeah, that's not expensive. $100 for a Thanksgiving.
I didn't say it was or it isn't. I'm just talking about inflation year over year because, whatever government's in place, they say, well, Thanksgiving dinner costs X amount this year. And you see
Yeah.
anywhere from 5% below 5%, whatever it is. But coffee's still damn expensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Did Trump put tariffs on coffee?
He took it off of that and beef.
Only if they're from
Okay.
other countries, right? So
But I think
Colombian coffee.
so.
The coffee
Pete,
just aren't
Is
making
there?
it.
There's no American coffee, is there?
I don't know. I'm sure there is. Why couldn't there be?
uh,
What about Black Rifle coffee? They're not made in America?
Well, it's a good question. They're a good
it's all in
brand.
like Brazil, isn't it?
I don't know.
Mexico.
Brazil, Colombia.
Whatever. I don't care. I drink
Okay,
coffee
fine.
where it's from. I don't judge as long as it tastes good.
Okay, so the people that are trying to prepare for Thanksgiving, Duffers is closed on Thanksgiving. If you go to Iowa Farm, order that's in advance.
You have to order it ahead. You have to pick it up. You can't just show up Thanksgiving or the day before and say, I want one. You got to order it ahead on their website.
Okay.
Maybe sold out now. I don't know.
Is there any like Christmas story Chinese places around, or is it sushi? Where your
There's
tribe goes, Wise?
There's the Panda Express on the Tollway Oasis.
Very nice bathrooms there.
For the amount of money, and the governor just doubled your tolls. Thank you. So you should have nice bathrooms.
Not my governor. Okay, so to do something on Thanksgiving, what do you do if you're not at the house? Like, is Deer Path Inn open? Like, anybody know? You can just tell me in the comments after you tell me I'm wrong about something. Okay, nothing to do. Okay,
McDonald's? I don't know. I've never had to do.
There's always some dive bar somewhere open.
I've seen some restaurants say they're open for Thanksgiving. I've seen some.
I mean, Chinese places are always open, right?
Yeah.
But I've seen some other restaurants that are open offering a Thanksgiving meal that you can just sit down and eat in the restaurant.
We started late, so I got to roll early. Sorry, boys.
Bye, Jeff. The Lake Forest Podcast is supported by viewers, listeners, and businesses just like you. Michelle Parnell has lived and worked in Lake Forest for over 2 decades. Michelle's lending experience, when combined with her real estate expertise, makes her an invaluable asset to her clients as they navigate their home buying or selling process. Call Michelle now at 847-528-8721, 847-528-8721. For the best cannabis in the world, look no further than Iliad Epic Grow. Owned by Lake Bluff's own Rich Ruzich, they are a cannabis cultivation center focusing on hard-to-find small batch products that will delight both the occasional user and ganjier. When visiting Michigan, ask for it by name. Epic Products, exceptional process. For more information, email info@iliadgrow.com. Laracy & Company CPAs, founded in 2010 by Lake Forest's own Brian Laracy, specializes in tax preparation and bookkeeping services. Earning the People Love Us on Yelp award, their process is straightforward. Just upload, review, and file. For a free quote, visit LaracyCPA.com now. That's LARISEYCPA.com. I'm excited to share with you something special from our Lake Forest community, the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa, located at 775 North Bank Lane in Lake Forest near Wisconsin Avenue. This just isn't any spa. They offer an amazing blend of traditional spa services plus the added benefit of medical procedures and treatments. In a relaxing and luxurious spa environment, you can enjoy a range of cosmetic and aesthetic treatments. These are all performed under the supervision of top medical professionals. The Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa provides skin care, facial rejuvenation, body contouring, laser hair removal, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and much more. What's great is that each treatment is tailored not just to enhance your appearance, but also to address specific skin concerns and to promote overall well-being. So if you're looking to pamper yourself and take your beauty routine to the next level, give the Aesthetic Lounge Med Spa a call at 224-768-8028 or visit them at their location on North Bank Lane. It's an experience your skin will thank you for. We'd also like to say we're thankful for our Patreon supporters, Otto, John C., Helen, Herrick, JM, and Paul G.